Hey, what's up everyone, this is CJ and you guys are watching Just for Fun, and today this video is to give you some quick tips on what to keep and what to sell when you are farming or making your build in 1.5, so you can know what to ask RNG Jesus in your next prayer. So this is one of the posts from the Reddit which I really liked it. I asked him permission, so he gave me. So here you go. So the first criteria is your armor. In this table it is summarized that the armor that you can have on each piece and what you should be aiming for. Let's look at this. The first one is all the gear. If you see the chest piece, the good is like 320 armor and the base armor is 1950 plus the bonus would be like 1250. So that is actually the good armor what you can get from the chest piece. If you see mask, you can get 980 as a base armor. That's actually the good one. Kneepad with the 2900, the base of 1650 and the bonus of 1250. So this is the criteria. Like when you get a new loot, make sure you get this kind of stuff. If you don't, if it is something like if the chest piece is having 3022, which is like the base armor is 1854 and the bonus is 1168, it's very bad and it's average. And the maxed out one is 3266. The base is 2003 and the bonus is 1263. That's max one. For every single gear you can see this in this table. So your critical, the first priority would be this one. So you have to make sure that you got the armor correctly before you recalibration something. So the next important thing, basically every 325 armor is 1% damage mitigation. So basically any gear below that average armor is not worth it unless this gear has some good major or minor attribute. Speaking of major and minor attribute, let's see what we should prioritize. The second criteria, your attributes, major and minor attributes. So let's go with the piece by piece for both PvE and PvP. First one, the chest piece. The chest piece has two major attributes and one minor attribute. Do not forget your base or native armor should be around 1950 as we mentioned before in the summarized armor sheet. So the new named gear Bharat's chest is absolutely beast and must have. So I already got it. It's pretty damn awesome. So I'm telling you it's must have. So next one, let's look at the chest for the PvE and PvP. This is the summarized table. Let's look into it. As we already discussed, armor is very important. If you have the base armor as 1074 and the bonus as 1263, that's good. So now the next part, the major attribute. Damage on elite 6 to 8% or protection from elite 6 to 8% is best for PvE, and for PvP players, exo damage resilience 9 to 11% or health 5674 or 6670 is the best thing. So make sure you got something like that. So whenever you get something new, check that. And the minor attribute should be XP on kill would be cool for PvE because you will get that field proficiency Kashi, so it is always good to get that XP bonus and you will get that in PvE. But in PvP you need ammo, so you always need ammo if you are playing in dark zone. So ammo is now it is okay, but still having a 46 to 56% ammo is really awesome. So chest piece, these are the two important things that you should make sure you should have it. So the next one, the mask. Mask piece has a one major and one minor attribute. Do not forget again, your base or native armor should be around 980. So let's see what you should prioritize in mask. The major attribute should be damage on elite is 8 to 10% for PvE. So Exo damage resilience 9 to 11%. Our skill power is the main thing. 8532 or 10,000 is the best bet, like for PvP. If you don't have good skill power, then having a skill power on mask is must. And the next one, minor attribute. Minor attribute should be like enemy armor damage 7 to 9%. On PvP it also works, so 7 to 9% of enemy armor damage will be good. So the next one, Kneepad. Kneepad has a 1 major and 3 minor attributes. And also again and again, do not forget and make sure you have native armor damage around 1650. That is the highest and the base native armor damage for the Kneepad. So for Kneepad, let's check out what's important. So for Kneepad, PvE players should majorly concentrate on 1050 armor, and that PvP players should also have the same for the major attribute. If you look into the minor attribute, these are the 3 minor attributes that you should have if you don't have recalibrate. So enemy armor damage 9.5 to 12% is awesome. Kill XP 46 to 56% is super cool. Burn resistance is always good, 27 to 33%. That's going to be awesome. So for PvP player, enemy armor damage is always good. Shock resistance would be cool when they throw some shock turrets on you, and destructive resistance and bleed resistance would be awesome, so make sure you have that, and this is the percentage what you should have. And the next one, backpack. Backpack piece has 1 major and 1 minor attribute, so do not forget to have your base or native armor should be around 1320. That's the max you can go for the backpack. So for the backpack, the major attribute for the PvE players, you should more concentrate on this armor part, so you can get that as much as high armor mitigation. So for the minor part, ammo capacity and burn resilience is always good. So for both PvE and PvP player, this is what recommended. The next one, the gloves. So the gloves piece have 3 major attributes. We don't have any kind of minor attribute. So you should have base native armor around 980. So in gloves, the best one is MCS Skull Gloves, the new named gear, and it's awesome. And Decisive is also good, and Savage is almost a must for gear set DPS build. So these are the major attributes that you should concentrate on for the gloves. For PvE and PvP players, critical damage 14 to 7% is always good. For PvE player, damage on elites 8% to 10% is good. So for PvP players, weapon damage is awesome. So for PvE again, critical hit chance 5 to 6% or weapon damage is good. And for PvP, I will say critical hit chance is must. So the next one is holster. Holster piece has 1 major attribute. Do not forget your base or native armor should be around 990. So for holster, the major attribute should be armor. So other than that, if you have anything else, it doesn't make any big difference. But still, having that full armor will give you that high mitigation. So that's the best deal for the holster. So this video is all about the quick tips and easy to remember points for having your ultra build. So my final advice is to use what you have until you find the better, and trust me, you will find the better. The loot drop is great now, the 1.5 is awesome, the survival is awesome. You get 12 sealed caches from the survival if you complete it successfully. So I'll say this, all the best, hunt for the good loot and get geared up. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys like it, hit that like button, and if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day, great gaming. Bye bye guys.